Hello fellow YouTubers, in this video I'm going to be comparing Panasonic Lumix 20mm f1.7 to Canon FD, much cheaper version, 24mm f2.8. Now this is automatic lens, as it can automatically focus, where this is manual focus lens. All the controls, which is two rings, one for focus, one for your f-stops, is all manual. And for that I'm going to need the adapter, which is going to allow me to fit the lens on the Panasonic GH2. Now this is going to be a very simple test. I might include some low light performance as well, but I'm more interested in the direct sunlight and the color fringing and anything like that. So I'm just going to use my Moshi phone for some color and some lenses there in the background that I used in my previous video. So first I'm going to put the Panasonic 20mm f1.7. And we're back. So we are working at f3.5 at the moment. I'm going to switch this lens to f3.5 as well, which is just one stop away. So we can compare them directly. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want too much light to get into sensor, so you would see everything blown out. Focusing wise, let's see how fast it would focus. I think I have it to automatic focus. Let's see, to the dot. Everything is done automatically, guys. I'm not touching anything here. It'd be much faster in photography mode, obviously. Nice shallow depth of field, very nice detail, very sharp image. Obviously you can do it manually as well. Let me show you that. And we're back, so we're in manual mode now. Now to focus, so obviously I need to twist this ring. Quite enough. A little bit of depth of field. Now I'm going to change it to f1.4 and see how that goes. Sorry guys, not f1.4, f1.7. So we're going to try how shallow depth of field is now. So pretty different from what we had before. Pretty neat. Let's see if we get some lens flares. Now I might not be in ideal position, but let's try anyway. Not much there, as expected. As I said, I might not be in ideal position for that. So next I'm going to switch to this lens without changing the distance from the desk. We're going to see how that works. And that's manual Canon FD lens at f about 3.5, 1/50th of the second, ISO 160. I'm going to place that here so we could see the focusing distances. So at the moment that's the closest. Now we're going to stop down the lens because the sun is getting a bit more intensive than before. Yeah, to in between 4 and 5.6 f-stops. Maybe I'll go towards 5.6. There we go, f5.6. Still quite a shallow depth of field. And in terms of image quality, guys, for the video I like this lens better. It looks a bit more dreamier, but not blown out or blurry or anything like that. Now let's see if we can catch some lens flares. Oh, a bit nicer there. So as you see, if you are in the video and if you can learn to manually control the lens, it's a much better choice there because you have dreamy effects, and see this? That's pretty neat to have in the video. So if you're shooting some movie and you are into manual, which most of cinematographers or whatever they call themselves are. Now I don't classify myself as one, I just do simple reviews, so I don't do much filming, especially outside, but this lens seems perfect. Let's go to the 50 millimeter lens back again and just do a small conclusion on that. And before I do, maybe I'm gonna do a small insert of the low light performance as well. Okay guys, and we are back. So this is the test. So we have a Leica automobile lit up by 3 candles, and these are my lenses. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a low light performance test. Now at the moment I'm filming with the Canon FD lens, which has no issues in this type of lighting. It's open to wide 1.4. I'm doing ISO 1000 and 1/50th of the second, and no issues whatsoever. So let's go with the other lenses. So this is the difference between the 50mm 1.4 and 28mm 2.8. So as you see, quite a significant difference. However, still only 3 candles and only ISO 1000 1/50th of the second. I can still see quite clearly. Now we're gonna go to the Panasonic Lumix lens, the f1.7. So that should be much brighter image. And clearly the image is much brighter. Now, sorry if there will be any encoding issues because it's quite dark and lots of blacks there, so sorry in advance. One candle decided to die off a bit, which is not really fair for this test. So let's see if we can light it up back again. That's kind of the way it was. Maybe not quite. Anyway, this is the lighting. That's as best as I can do. So this is in low light. Not really much difference, guys. I'm just going to switch back to the other video so you guys could compare. So there you have it. Focusing wise, this lens doesn't really have too many issues in the dark, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm focusing on the candles and on the Leica car, no issues whatsoever. And we're back. So guys, which lens would you go for? Now, you can leave your comments in the comment section down below. If you have both lenses, I'd be interested to find out which one would you go for. If you had money, or maybe you already went with one. I'm just trying to remove the adapter. So there we go. I myself, for the beginning, would go with this lens, definitely. Mainly because this lens is about 4 or 5 times dearer than that. This one produces nicer images if you're filming. If you're into pictures and want really sharp pictures, that would be better. But guys, that's the thing about photography. You don't want pictures that are clinically, or how you call them, probably that's the right word, clinically sharp, because they take away that reality from the picture. So when you have lens like that, and maybe there are some, you know, kind of bit soft edges or something like that, which is maybe not ideal if you doing for some other reason, maybe for textures or something like that. But if you want to take a nice picture or video, I would go with this lens. And I like the manual controls, I like the look and feel of the lens. It really looks the job and it performs really well. Same for the 50mm manual lens that I'm filming with now. This lens, however, is ideal for things like holidays or situations where you simply don't have time to play around and you want that sharp image that you can get with this lens. That's not a problem whatsoever. I'm going to try it a bit longer, maybe for a few more days, and see if that changes my mind. But at the moment I definitely go with this lens, and any manual Canon FD lens if you want some nice pictures and creative pictures. For the low light performance, obviously this lens is better because it can open a bit wider, much wider than this in fact. For any other scenario, I'd go for this. If you want the automatic focus, then obviously that. But price wise, you can buy this, you can buy 50mm 1.4 lens and some another crazy Canon FD lens instead of one single Lumix lens. So if you're new to the photography, try to go with these lenses and try to look for this adapter on eBay. Now there are a couple versions, they always change, but this particular I noticed has a matte kind of aluminium surface around, and it looks like so from this side. I don't know if you can see, but this spot is not ideal. The red spot is kind of looks like a hand drawn, and on this side there's nothing amazing there either. So go for this adapter. Don't go for the ones that have shiny surface or black painted surface on here. They are not ideal, believe me. I've tried them and I got rid of them. So yep, that's the review, and if you liked it, click the like button and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them at the comment section down below. Thanks guys for watching and have a nice day.